The GM's attacking me in Daggerheart. Do I have any hit points left? Do I have armor? Do I have armor class? How do I know if it hits or misses? Don't you worry, we're gonna break it down for you here today. My name is Hunter Grunman from Side21, and today we're gonna talk about hit points, evasion, damage thresholds, and armor in Daggerheart. So, starting with hit points. Hit points are going to represent the physical damage that your character takes in Daggerheart. Now, your hit points base is determined by whatever class you choose. So, for example, if you choose a druid, you'll have 6 hit points to start with. However, they're usually between 5 and 7 spread amongst all the classes. Now, when you take damage in Daggerheart, you're going to mark between 1 and 3 hit points, depending on the severity of the attack, which is determined by your damage thresholds, which we'll get to here in just a minute. Now, the next key factor in this equation of damage and armor is going to be your evasion score. Evasion in Daggerheart is going to be very similar to what you may know as armor class or AC from other TTRPGs. Your evasion score is like your hit points determined by your class. For example, the druid that we used in the previous example starts with an evasion score of 10, but it can be anywhere between 9 and 12 spread amongst all the classes. Your evasion can also be affected by a few things like domain cards, equipment, conditions, and more. Alrighty, so now let's talk about damage thresholds and armor. There are 3 kinds of damage you can take in Daggerheart: minor, major, and severe. If you take minor damage, you'll be marking 1 of your HP points. If you take major damage, you're going to be marking 2 of your HP points. And then if you take severe damage, you're going to be marking 3 of your HP points. So, what are damage thresholds? Damage thresholds are going to be the numbers between the damage types. So for instance, your first damage threshold will determines whether it's a minor or a major blow, and the second damage threshold will determine whether it's a major or severe blow. This is calculated by whatever armor you're wearing, plus your character level. Armors come with base damage thresholds, so something like your most basic standard gambeson might have a 5-11 damage thresholds, while something at very high levels like the Savior's Chainmail can go as high as 18 and 48, meaning that they'll have to hit you for more than 18 to get past minor to major, and then more than 48 to break into that severe damage threshold. And keep in mind, you will get to add your character's level to those damage thresholds. So if you are wearing that basic gambeson that has the armor 5 and 11 damage thresholds, and say your character is a level 2, it'll actually be 7 and 13. Damage thresholds aren't the only score your armor is going to provide you, however. Each type of armor has a base armor score. Your base armor score can be anything from 3 all the way to 8, and it's going to tell you how many armor slots you have available to use. Now, to use an armor slot, you can only use 1 at a time, but you can mark 1 armor slot and reduce the type of damage you're taking. So say for instance, you take a severe blow and you're supposed to mark 3 hit points off your character sheet. You can instead mark 1 of your armor slots and only have to mark 2 points off your character sheet. Now, your base armor scores typically are going to be anything from 3 at the lowest to 8 at the highest, providing you with 8 total armor slots that you can use to reduce damage until you take some downtime, which we'll get into in another video. Alrighty, so that's a quick breakdown of evasion, hit points, damage thresholds, and armor in Daggerheart. Thank you so much for watching. There will be more videos going over this new awesome system from Darrington Press in the future. Again, I'm Hunter from Side21. Thanks for watching.